My name is Jonathon Skavroneck, and I'm here today with José Orellana, who is a candidate for Director of Events and Service. Jose, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
Could you go ahead and just give us a quick introduction about who you are, what you do at St. Andrews?
Well, I'm a third-year student doing Economics and Management as a BSc. And I am in several societies like EPOG, it's a consulting society. I like to play sports. I go for six-a-side with my friends quite often, playing tennis. And I also play the violin in my free time.
So how exactly are you involved in those several societies? Do you have a management position in any one of them?
In EPOG, I'm currently an analyst and the client relationships leader, which is something I feel will come in handy for this position due to the communication skills needed.
So going from there, what truly qualifies you to be Director of Events and Services? This is a huge position, obviously. You're running a large entertainment business. How will you do that?
Well, I believe that the union is about providing experiences for students, and that is something I have done before throughout my whole life. As I said, I played violin, I've been classically trained, and I've played in several orchestras, in one of them holding the concertmaster position. And in this case, it meant that I had a large input into arranging venues, arranging concerts, tours throughout Spain and the Valencian community. So all of this, I think, gives me quite a good overview of how to run an entertainment business. But the union is more for students. People hear this, they're going to think, oh, he's only into classical music. Well, I actually have worked too in a club in Valencia. It's a 2,500 person capacity club. And I did this in the summer because I was already thinking about running for this position. So I wanted to present a solid candidacy, and that meant I was assisting the manager, Rafa, and we were in charge of taking care of all supplies, both food, drinks, dealing with personal security, wait staff, bar staff, dancers, DJs, arranging acts. One of the weeks I was there, in fact, we managed to book an act from Ibiza, which was a massive hit. Everyone came, we sold out within minutes. So yeah, I think I can provide the experiences that St. Andrews students are looking for.
Wonderful. So let's go through your manifesto a little bit. The top point that I see on here is theme weeks, and you have that it will help increase student engagement.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about what you mean by a theme week?
Yeah. So currently I think Taryn's done a really good job with Bob's. I think she has had largest success both financially and in student attendance. So I believe we can build on this because at this point a lot of the students go to the Bob, but not that many of them engage with the topic, not that many of them dress up consistently. And I think theme weeks would be a good way to go around this. So how do we do this? The first measure would be the Bob is a time era, social culture, basically anything, we can associate an ingredient that is often used in drinks, alcoholic or not, with it, and promote that ingredient. So for example, if it's like the American election Bob, we could associate either beer or vodka, which is what people most likely are to think about Americans. And then I would personally create, I have a passion for mixology. I'm really good doing cocktails. People that don't know me that well, all of my friends know that. So I would personally oversee or do it myself the creation of 2 or 3 new cocktails in Beacon Bar, which would go with the theme of the week. And then at the end of the week, everyone would know about it because people would be consuming these drinks more, and we would have the union decorated accordingly. So by Friday, when everyone knows about the Bob, that would be the climax of the week. And we would offer a prize to the best dressed person, which at the beginning especially would consist of a table with a bottle of alcohol and free refreshments and free entry for the winner and his or her best 4 or 5 friends. And I think that would be a good way to increase attendance for the next Bob and increase engagement with the topic.
So that would obviously come with a large associated cost, for instance, for decorations if you're offering discounts on alcohol or the prize, how would you help cover that cost?
Well, the associated cost is actually not necessarily that high. A couple of years ago, there was in fact a deal of the week drink, which was only stopped because Sandy's died, and then it never came back, but it was actually quite successful. So it would be expanding on this idea and making sure students engage. And the thing is, the union is not there to turn a profit. It is there to be financially viable while providing the best experience and well-being for students. So if we increase the numbers coming, which I truly believe that measure would, we can provide those discounts and those experiences. And decorations don't really need to be that expensive. It's posters, it's flags, and it's more about putting in the work than the associated financial cost with it.
So another huge contention in this race for Director of Events and Services this year is Beacon Bar. All the candidates have mentioned some aspect of Beacon Bar that needs to be changed or improved upon. What's your plan for that space?
Exactly. So what I've tried in the manifesto, which you probably have realized by reading it, is to make all ideas linked within each other. So I've thought within the theme week how we would create 2 or 3 new cocktails to add variety. But at the same time, I believe the union has to provide a range of experiences to cater to as many students as possible. So I would create Beacon to a different atmosphere, a different experience. And there's 2 really simple ways to do this. One of them is to add light dimmers and change the floor plan accordingly, depending on what you need. That's basically changing the location of the sofas. That's really easy. And then the really cool thing, which would also include society involvement with, for example, Music Love, which I've talked to some members and they seem really happy with the idea, is including live music. But we've already got very clubby music like house, R&B, pop, all of those genres in 601 main bar. So in Beacon, it would be more jazz, blues, country, classical, and if we can link it to the theme of the week, even better. But yeah, create an atmosphere that is more chill and that provides a different choice for students so that more people come and engage with the union.
Okay, and then obviously the other large venue within the union is Club 601. How would you make Club 601, in your words, the first choice for a night out?
Exactly. There was an article in the Saint in first semester that basically argued that the union was becoming not a choice but more of a, we're already in town law, okay, this is not that good, let's go to the union. So I believe that's what we should do, make the union the first choice for students, and that is in the power of the Director of Events and Services to do. So in 601, we have already talked about the prize we would provide for the winner of the Best Dressed Bob Goer. So what we would do is, apart from that table, create other 4 or 5 that would be available until the headliner, so as to not reduce the capacity. And we would sell them previously. We'll explain later when we go to the next idea how we would go about selling them. Sell tables with a bottle of alcohol for groups of people and refreshments so that people make the conscious decision to come to the union before the night. And also, if you think about it, if a group of friends is already coming to the union, they are going to bring more people because you never go alone. You always call your friends and you're like, oh, we're going here, do you want to come? So it is about that, about getting people to come and engage in.
So do you think that these policies could really help the union compete with, say, a bar and club like the Vic or Ma Bell's on Tuesday night, those kinds of venues?
That's exactly my idea. I believe that the union should not only compete, but we've got an advantage, and it's that we're not a business. We're there to provide the best experience and well-being for students. And we have cheaper prices. We've got the competitive advantage. Therefore, I truly believe the union should not only compete, but win that competition.
So, like you said before, your plan for selling advance tickets is through an improved union app.
Yeah.
Can you speak a little bit about how you want to improve that app?
Yeah. Okay, so there are two main points, in my opinion, that are crucial to making an app work. One of them is the features, but the second one is marketing it. Because at this point in time, when I had this idea a few weeks ago, I still didn't know there was an app, and then I started canvassing my friends, and I asked about 30 people, and I think only 2 of them knew. So the idea is making the whole of St Andrews connected through this app, because we've already got it. The big spending is already being done. So changing the code is something I've talked to people in the computer science department, and also to the president of the Computer Science Society. And this wouldn't have a high associated cost. So these would be the measures we would include, the features we would include. First, we would sell all tickets through the app. Physical sales would still be there. But right now, you cannot save your card in the app. You've got to put it every time. So we want to streamline the process so that if an event comes up that you like, you can simply click buy, come to the union, pick up your wristband at the night. You could. And then the most important thing is, at this point in time, it's not that interactive. When you register, you've got to put your email or a matric ID number, but the app doesn't really get to know you. For example, Facebook knows about your taste through what you like. This app doesn't have that option, so when you register, we would create a database, which is quite easy to do, with your interests, music genres, whether you like theatre, dancing, video games, board games, anything you like. And every time an event comes up that matches any of those interests, you would get sent a notification. And then you could nudge your friend and be like, hey, I'm interested in this event. Do you want to come too? It's about connectivity. It's about getting St Andrews engaged with the union again.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, basically, and then right now it looks like the feedback the DOES gets about events is a lot through hearsay and through ticket sales, obviously, which is hard facts. But I believe it would be really good to include a rating system and comments so that people can say what they like, what they don't, and then we can improve based on the direct feedback of the people we are working for, because we're effectively working with them, for them.
So the Union app was launched to little fanfare and little success, not last semester, but actually in fall of 2015, so that academic year. And it failed pretty miserably because nobody really used it.
Exactly.
And then this year, the Union app launched again with the redesign in fall of 2016. And again, as you say, nobody really engaged with it. How would your marketing campaign be different from the ones that have already been done?
Yeah. Well, the first thing is that right now the app, and that is what we just talked about, the app doesn't provide anything different to what the union website provides. So we're adding features like those. And we're also allowing people to know more about the union, like booking venues and so on, and the price when they are available. So streamlining processes, making everything faster. You want to contact the DOES, for example. You want to contact me. You have an app, on the app, little option that says contact this society, which that is already there, but you cannot contact the DOES. Send a message, we want to do this, how do we make it happen? Basically making everything more accessible. If you get that, and you have connectivity like we talked about, people are going to be interested on it, and especially freshers. When they first come to university, they are really, I remember when I was a fresher, I was really excited to be here. I wanted to get involved in everything I could. Therefore, even before Freshers Week starts, I start sending emails to everyone being like, we've got this new app. This is what it provides. It's going to make your life so much easier. It's going to connect you through to your friends in St Andrews. Start marketing it there. Then in Freshers Week, during daytime events, allow people to know about it. Give them perks for using it. For example, right now every ticket sale has a 50p charge, not because of union policy, but because of bank policy. Make the union take that cost for a while. Give perks to people, encourage people to use it, and market it well. and add features, and every single student in St Andrews would use it. It would be like a St Andrews Facebook.
So that moves us well into our next topic, which is your plans for Freshers Week. You are obviously going to be the one who is overseeing the planning and the execution of that event. Taryn O'Connor, who's the current Director of Events and Services, has done a great job because this past Freshers Week was the most commercially successful and also the most well-attended since they started keeping records of that kind of thing. How would you improve on that already great progress?
Yeah, so I believe she's done a very good job, as you said, and she's brought a lot of much needed variety, both in Beacon Bar, expanding the menu, and in 601 Beacon Different. I think we should continue in this line of work and try to get the biggest acts possible, and that no one could give you names right now. You could say, I want to bring Calvin Harris, but no one can give you a specific name right now. But what I can give you is a way of organizing that I know works for this sort of thing. And it's based in two ideas. You create two lists, one with big names and one with up-and-coming artists. Big names are the ones you want ideally, and that everyone is going to know and that everyone's going to buy tickets for. And also, what you do is check artists that are around Scotland or the north of England or in closer regions during those dates, because if an artist is already close to you, and due to the diversity of St Andrews, because it's a very international university, you tell them, well, you're already here, would you like to come and perform for this university, which is not going to have repercussion only here but throughout the whole world. They're very likely to give you a huge decrease in price that would allow the union to book much bigger acts. And then, apart from acts, which I believe every night should be dedicated to a genre, so for example an R&B night, a house night, a pop night, rap night, so that we cater to as many students as possible. I believe we should also have supporting acts, for example from 7 to 9. So having the already traditional Gaelic, which always seems to work quite well and that I really like. I'm also part of Reeling Society. We could have a reeling. I could organise that. I think everyone would have a lot of fun. We could have a play to get mermaids introduced, for example, if they had the time to prepare. We could promote local talent, students. It's again about working closely with the community we're in. And also, during daytime, I think it is very important, as we talked, to promote the app and get people to bond again after summer. So create little events like, there's a board game, or there's a happy hour, there's a FIFA tournament. Little things that are going to get people to come to the union, engage with us, download that app, and be excited about what's coming that night and throughout the whole week.
So everything that we've talked about thus far has been pretty focused on drinking and on partying, but there is a contingency of St. Andrews students who don't like to engage in those activities. How would you help them as Director of Events and Services?
Well, exactly. It is about diversity. It's about catering to all students and all different tastes for experiences. So we would try to organize, obviously nights out are nights out, but during daytime it is really important to have events. So that's the thing. We would try to organize dance classes and working with societies, singing classes. Mermaids does a very good job at promoting themselves and working closely with the students. To create little events while working with societies that are going to bring people into the union during the day and that give people a range of options.
So everything that we've discussed is very heavily focused on not only the ideas surrounding the union, but also on the abilities of the union staff. As Director of Events and Services, you'd be their direct manager. What experience do you have managing such a large team of people?
Well, as I said, I was concertmaster of an orchestra, so I was in charge of choosing with a director a big part of the repertoire. As an assistant manager in this club in Valencia, we were managing effectively all staff and booking acts. So, and as client relationships leader, that gives me the confidence that I am a good negotiator and that I've got the much needed verbal communication skills to do well at this job.
So let's say that all of your efforts are wildly successful once you're elected, and the union becomes an extremely popular place for students to go every day of the week. Yeah. And not many students can get in anymore because the union's at capacity every night. How would you help keep the union a place where all students can go, even if it's full?
Even if it's full? Well, we've got alternative venues, as Taryn really emphasized this in her campaign, like the Bar and Theatre. I'm basically in charge of overseeing those venues, of making sure they work properly but without interfering too much. So if all of those efforts worked and the union became the place to be, then we could start thinking about implementing that part and using alternative bigger venues that have an associated cost, but if we're sure they're going to be successful, those efforts, then we can use those venues and get more students in. The problem will never be space. This is a town that's got a lot of places to go, and the university and the union has a lot of spaces. It is all about getting student engagement. Provide different experience both daytime and nighttime, cater to everyone, get people engaged, and we'll make sure everyone has a place.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add before we end the interview? Something you forgot to mention, something that you just want voters to know about you?
Yeah, I would like to say that people should get engaged with this election. People should get excited about next year because there's going to be a lot of changes, and there's a lot of changes happening not only in university but throughout this country. And I believe that working together with society and with students, we can do a really good job. So get excited and vote because it is our union, it is our choice.
All right, thank you, Jose. My name is Jonathon Skavroneck for The Saint. Make sure to check out the rest of our elections coverage at www.thesaint-online.com in our 2017 Elections Hub.